Let me ask you something. Do you know where all of your money will come from in retirement? Not just in general, but specifically year after year. You see, most of the people I've met with have accounts scattered all over the place. There's a few IRAs here, a 401k there, maybe a CD or two, and some savings. But they don't have a plan that connects all the dots. That's where the 3-bucket strategy comes in. This is one of the simplest, most effective ways to bring clarity and purpose to your retirement years. Here's how it works. Imagine your retirement savings is split into 3 buckets. Each bucket has a specific job. Each one plays a role in helping you transition from savings to spending while protecting your income and managing risk. The first bucket is your short-term bucket. This is your cash or near cash. Now, this needs to be safe, liquid, and easy to access. This is where you'll keep your emergency fund, maybe a little extra for a car repair or a home project, and most importantly, your first few years of retirement income. You don't want to start retirement by pulling from the market in a downturn. That's why this short-term bucket acts like a buffer. It gives your investments time to recover if needed. Think about checking, savings, money markets, and short-term CDs. That would be perfect for this. The second bucket is your midterm bucket. The goal here is to provide for some growth, but with lower risk. Now we're talking about conservative investments like fixed indexed annuities, balanced mutual funds, or bonds. This is money that will start replenishing your short-term bucket as you move through retirement. And here's the key point. Fixed indexed annuities can be a powerful tool in this bucket. They can provide predictable income that starts after a few years, giving you some sort of an income bridge between your early years and your later years of retirement. But again, just like we discussed in the last video, we don't recommend putting more than about 50% of your total asset base into annuities. You need to have balance. Now let's talk about your third bucket. That's your long-term growth bucket. This is the money you won't need for 10 years or more. This bucket is where you can afford to take on a bit more market risk because you have the time to ride out all the ups and downs. The goal here is to outpace inflation, grow your legacy, and potentially increase your income later in life. This might include things like stocks, equity mutual funds, ETFs. As your short-term bucket gets used, you'll refill it from the midterm bucket. And over time, the long-term bucket can be shifted into the midterm bucket. It's like a rotating system that will adapt with you and what you're going through in your life. And that adaptability is crucial. Retirement isn't static. Your income needs are going to change. Healthcare costs may rise. You might sell a home, help a grandchild, or want to take a once-in-a-lifetime trip with your family. This strategy gives you the flexibility to adjust without having to scramble all over the place. Now let's go back to a real-life example. I worked with someone named Susan, a retired teacher from Branson. She had $700,000 in total savings. We built a 3-bucket strategy for her, where she had $40,000 in cash for all of her short-term needs. We placed $300,000 into a fixed indexed annuity that would start paying her income 3 years later, covering her midterm bucket. The rest, which was $360,000, went into a diversified Roth IRA portfolio for long-term growth. She had peace of mind knowing where her income would come from year after year. And when the markets got shaky, she didn't panic because her short-term and her midterm buckets were rock solid. Now, I want to leave you with this. The 3-bucket strategy isn't flashy, but it works. It brings structure, clarity, and flexibility to a stage of life that can otherwise feel overwhelming. You don't have to guess where your income is coming from. You don't have to fear every single market dip. You've got a system that works. You've got a system in place that gives you both security and opportunity. And if this sounds like something that you'd like to experience in your retirement plan, just reach out to us. I would love to help. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.